Hello everyone, it's Bluedart again, and welcome back. So today is not a normal episode, this is a special! Bluedart's Epic Mining Special. That's right, today is not about building, today is not about anything other than just plain old-fashioned mining, resource gathering, and, I'll make sure to comment on stuff too. So first, before I go out mining, I'm actually going to make myself a backpack and upgrade this guy to a lap pack. Now, I've already got one equipped, but I find that I eat through energy when I go down there to mine, and having a second lap pack on hand would be very beneficial. It'd help me mine for longer. Now, I'm going to make myself two more things before I leave. An additional digger's and miner's backpack. I want to be out gathering stuff for a while. So now let's prepare to leave. There's several things I'm going to need and several things I'm not going to need. For one, I won't need my wrench or my philosopher's stone down there. But I will need the divining rod, the mining laser, going to take the ring of ignition, the water bucket, both those backpacks, and the wet dry vac just in case. I got a fully charged lap pack, drill, laser, and additional lap pack, also a jet pack, and I'm ready to go. So let's get to mining. So, why mining special, you ask? That's a good question. I don't know, I just kind of thought of it. I said, I do very little mining on camera. People might like to see that, and if not, then, well, it's a special, It's not in the main series. So, if you want to see a little bit of mining, you watch it. If you don't, then you just watch the first part where I crafted some stuff, because this will impact the series in that I just crafted some things. Now, you see, this entrance right here, I actually made a waypoint, so that when I get lost, which will happen, I can simply head back to this waypoint and go back up. Alright, so there really is no getting lost because the waypoint's right there. So we're all geared up, ready to go. I've got my sword out for when I run into monsters, which will happen. Let's just go off in a this-a-way direction, Ooh, zombie sounds. Wonder where they're at. Still have my jetpack on. For easy mobility. You can see I mined out a fair amount of this sometime before. And there are places like this where when I come to them, and I've been here, but I have not been down there, that actually go up and out into the world. And you can actually see my island from over here. Getting down would be a pain, but I'm just going to take my Evertide amulet briefly so I can, easily get down here. Whee! Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Now, there are definitely some nasties in this region. Let's just turn our mining laser to low focus. Go off in this direction. Oh, tons of monster noises. Hey, look, iron. Perfect. That's what I'm here for. Ooh. And the cave noise, of course, also telling me that stuff is around. Found it! Oh, dangerous. Check it out. Skeleton. Skeleton right here. What do I have? I have my jetpack on. God, die, guys! Ooh. Die! Die! I can't see very well. Oh. Look at all these monsters. This is insane. This is insanity! This is dangerous. This is dangerous stuff right here. I don't... Ooh, resources. Hey. Oh! Ah! Get off of my face. Is there a spawner here? I'm gonna go check. Zombie! Did I get a brain? No. Oh, I'm hungry. Gotta be careful about that, but that's what these are for. And look at that! Free health! Isn't that useful? Alright, so nothing in that direction. Ooh. See, these caves are dangerous, which is why I don't usually venture into them. I'm relatively protected at the moment with all this nanosuit armor. It's a bit better than vanilla armor, but, also the jetpack so I can just quickly fly up, and the nano saber, which makes very quick work of things. Just gotta remember to turn it off, because if you're not wearing the lap pack, it can really drain its energy quickly. Alright, oh! Creeper! Enderman! Which is not... does not care about me yet. Oh, another creeper! Oh, now he cares! Oh, that's a dead end, but I hear I hear swimming. Monsters are swimming. This is not good. This is crazy, and my ladder is that way. Hey, look at this. There's a dot on this map. I wonder what that is. I'm gonna go find it. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go over to it. Oh my gosh, it's a slime. It must be a slime tracker. That's cool. Because this is a slime chunk, so you get a slime tracker. Alright, get some resources, right? This is a good time to equip the lap pack. Now, right here, there's a significant amount of gravel, right? So I'm just gonna vacuum it right up. Just right up. It's nice. Is that nice? I mean, there's not necessarily anything good under it, but that was quick. Using the divining rod here, that is definitely uranium. And actually, I just read in the change log of Equivalent Exchange, they switch uranium down to like 4096. And yes, it's you could melt it down for that much EMC, so, you know, if you want to play that way. I will grab all these exposed resources. Here's some more emeralds. You know, I'm gonna take these, but the thing about emeralds, you know, they're very, very good at the beginning of the game when you want to make like tools. I mean, they're just amazing. I mean, especially if you didn't have Equivalent Exchange, I probably would have used, you know, ruby, emerald, sapphire tools for some time. I mean, seriously. It's just now, you know, I have all these good things, but before, even before that, I have Equivalent Exchange, you know, so I was just preparing them with covalence dust. It's just like me, I really had to, you know, mine up everything that I see. So, it's a good idea to have all these tools to help me mine efficiently. There we go, still chasing this 256 in this direction, because that's what iron is. Could be tin, though. I mean, I won't discriminate if I find something, you know, because I'll use it. It's just... Oh, there we go. More iron. That's why we're here. Oh, and here's some iron that I passed right by. I will grab it up. So generally, I like to look around, take a look at my surroundings with this divining rod here, just to see if there's anything of real note. I'm a little too high to find anything super valuable, but it's actually a pretty good level for iron, which, come to think of it, is why I'm finding a decent amount of it. I mean, lower, all you find is all the 256s are like this stuff right here, tin. But like I said, anything I find, I grab. Unless, of course, I pass it by and, like, don't see it, or go a different way and forget about it. You know, a lot of times I'll come back and say, hey, I remember that. I can't believe I forgot to grab that. Iron. Great, 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 great. You see, I'm trying to avoid using the mining laser on the iron itself, at least, because that's what I'm here for. But really, the mining laser is the fastest way to mine here, unless you're going to use some sort of industrial TNT, which sounds like fun. Now those red power gems, though, like I was saying earlier, they're good for tools in the beginning, but there are more uses for them later on. Specifically, there's another mod that I will use them with. I mean, because, you know, there's a reason why I'm getting so many of these things, and not just like... I mean, I do allow myself to transmute them into ender pearls, so sure, there's that. But I'll use a few of them for something else, too, later in my series. See, sometimes you chase the 256 and it's tin instead of iron, so that's always a little annoying when you're trying to find one or the other. I really wish they would differentiate. Oh, but this can only be gold, and I'm not going to pass that up. Hey, you know what I could do? I've got some energy to burn on this thing. Let's turn it to superheat so that I get some stone out of this. I'm not using it on the iron anyway. I mean, I know my system can make stone, but, you know, just give it another few stacks. Why not? Plus, it has such a cool sound. More of a deep pew instead of a pew. It's very subtle. Okay, now I'm starting to hear monster sounds. Looking around just in case there might be, like, strange values, like, you know, because if you see a value that's not normally like a mining value, then chances are it's like a stronghold, you know, something cool. It actually tells you the notable block IDs within a certain area that are not all necessarily ore. And sometimes you'll see weird values. 64 might not necessarily be lapis, it might actually be obsidian. I know that's tricked me a few times, but a good way to tell lapis is when you use it, it'll tell you like 64, then it'll say like 56, and it'll like rotate between those. I mean, it is a variable drop rate on the block, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, you know what? Let's go to horizontal mode. Alright, dig some small areas out. Oh, great, look at this. I think I'm going to do that for a bit, you know? Horizontal mode is where it's at. And apparently hidden caves is where it's at. Oh, good lord. More caves. Ugh. Yeah, and I hear monsters, and it's daytime. It's pretty close to the surface, apparently. I don't like places like this just because you can't see very well. But I definitely hear monsters. Let's grab some cobblestone out of one of my backpacks. Oh, and hey, look, I forgot to put my backpack back into resupply mode. There you are. My torches were running eerily low. I was wondering about that. Okay, I definitely hear something. Hey, yeah, same to you, buddy. These zombies, do you think it's appropriate to just come up to you and just go, what, you're drooling on me? Is that really appropriate? That is rude. That is rude with a capital R. Okay? Don't do that to me. Today's program has been brought to you by the letter R and by the tacit support of viewers like you. I mean, how would you like it if I just came up to you, when you're having, like, a nice dinner, maybe, but all the family's all there, and then I just come up to you and I'm like, and you're like, what? What, do you want food? This is no free lunch, okay? Get out. You're being rude, right? I mean, I would not do that, okay? I'm a civilized human being. These zombies nowadays, their manners, they're just gone. Oh, look at that! The gravel that you suck up with the dry vac doesn't go into a backpack. Oh, that makes sense. And look, I was right to make a lap pack. I mean, these guys they're not even close to getting full. I mean, because at this point, if I'm going to go mining, I may as well do it for some time. I have the means, and I will be needing a ton more resources for the next few builds I'm going after. So, this is really a necessary evil. Although I wouldn't call it evil, it's kind of fun. And this tin, don't worry about it. I mean, I'm grabbing tin, but I'm after iron. It's okay, this is a pretty cool, if not a bit surreptitious way to turn some copper and tin into iron, like I said. I'll assess how much I have after this, and then see what I need to do. Oh, there it is. Ha! Fall damage. That'll get you. Caves within caves. Caveception, okay? This is not cool. You know what else is not cool? I best equip my jetpack if I'm gonna go into the fray. I mean, who knows? Oh, dead end. Okay, never mind. Dead end. What's over here? Oh, hey, look! I think this was the area I just found a minute ago. It certainly is. And look, it's squid found this way over here. Well, I was all ready for like it's gonna be a giant cave with 400 monsters. No, it's just one zombie. Oh! Skeleton! Oh! Okay, now there are more monsters. Let's get over to him. Oh, zombie! Oh, is that what I think it is? Oh god, creeper! Just go, go. Kill the zombie! Alright, there's something dangerous over here. I think it's a... Yep. I found a dungeon. And an iron helmet. Okay, you guys, enough of this crap. Oh, the dungeon is encased in... Ooh, where is it? Where's it at? Quick. Suck it up. Oh, good lord. Check it out. This thing's exposed to the surface. So it's over here. Yeah, that's not really that close to any of my stuff. But look at that. I lit that one up. I lit this one up. All these caves by me are getting lit up. Back to the zombies before anything bad happens. Like, okay. Now I'm going to close this sucker up because... There it is. Closed up. Ooh. This is a dangerous situation. Oh, what you... It's too dark. Too dark. Light it up. Ooh, mossy copper. Hi there, zombie. Die there, zombie. No more creepers, too. That creeper stuck right up on me. He creeped on me. Or is it crept? Now, wait a minute. This area over here I've been to before. Check it out. There's a torch. I just throw more torches on here, right? Okay, suck up the gravel and the sand with this thing. It's very quick. Torch. Don't you spawn on me, you guys. I'm on to you. No more spawning in here. No more zombies spawning on my face. Oh, need to eat. Should have brought more cans. Anyway, we'll just put this lap pack back on. Looks like I don't have appropriate inventory space, so let's just chuck some of this stuff in here. Alright, the monster drops that I didn't account for, honestly. Alright, so that was relatively hectic. A monster spawner here. But you know, we're gonna gather some resources and try and use these lap packs up and then get back. Something else you can do if you, I should have done this ahead of time, I didn't think about it, but now I thought about it, is, the mining laser can only actually draw out of lap packs, so if you make a bat pack, you know, and just keep that around, then it'll actually draw out of the mining laser. So you can have that bat pack left just to power your drill until the mining laser runs out too, because the mining laser has a good 200,000 EU in it, and it will still draw everything out of the lap pack first. So if you equip the lap pack and you're using your drill and your drill will stop working before your laser because the laser is taking all of the energy out of the lap pack. But, you know, with the bat pack, the laser can't draw out of it, but the drill can. So something to keep in mind, you know. Keep an extra bat pack on if you're going to do that. And I'll make one eventually then, I think. I will do that. I mean, I'm already out here, so I'm going to fill up my packs and use up my energy before I leave. Don't want to miss anything, you know. I mean, I guess at this point. I mean, because I actually have very good compression methods, you know, if you've been watching my series. The episode that I'm filming this right after is episode 14, and I just made the compressionizer or something. I don't know what it was called. Oh, right, the Binford Compressionizer 4300. Yeah, even with the graphic and the sound, that's good, that's cute. So many resources. And you tell me the chunks are finite? Well, the ones that I already have, anyway. Where are you coming from? Just get out of here, water. Okay, come here. You're getting in my way. Yeah, I still don't have any fall damage mitigation on me. Well, they just keep flowing over it. This is job for the jetpack and the Evertide amulet. Whee! There we go. Now we're done. Water will be gone. Sometimes this water can be a nuisance when you're trying to, you know, mine. Oh, look, there's more over here. That sucks. Alright, iron. Worth it. I'm getting a decent amount of iron here, you know? I really am. Going through all these caves for exposed resources, when I usually just strip mine here. Branch mine, I mean. Iron. Because we're at level 39, and that's a pretty darn good level to find iron. Yeah, like level 40. It's good iron hunting, you get a lot of copper too, if you're using the IndustrialCraft copper. The different types of copper work, you know, from different mods. They have different levels at which they spawn. Like, I've never seen IndustrialCraft tin at a high level. I believe they only spawn at, like, in the high 30s and below. But forestry tin will spawn at, like, really high levels. I mean, so it depends what you want to use. And I'm not really appraised on what red power tin works like, because I always just disable all the, you know, other tin and coppers other than IndustrialCraft. And the reason being, you know, if I don't disable the other ones, I'll get a bunch of different types of tin and copper, and then in my sorting systems, you know, I'm gonna have to set up different things for each of them, because they technically have different IDs. So I don't know if you noticed this, but in one of my chests, the one with all my monster drops and stuff in it in my house, yeah, that one has a crap load of fertilizer in it at the moment, you know, not apatite. What I did is I made an automatic... Well, basically, I just put a supplier pipe on an automatic crafting table and told it to keep, like, 2 apatite supplied at all times. And, well, what it did is it automatically turned it into fertilizer, you know? Apatite, because apatite has one use. It is only used to be turned into fertilizer. And, so I figured, you know, why not just have it automatically turn all of my apatite into fertilizer? Well, I'll tell you why not, because it takes up a lot more space. And, well, even though I set that up for a while... Once I realized it was going to take up so much darn space, I said, oh, I'm better off not doing that. And unfortunately, the damage was done, so by the time I took it down, all of my apatite had been turned into fertilizer. Where are we now? Yeah, we're right over here. Whee! Whee! That never gets old. Except when it does. Yeah, I've been thinking lately, I could use some Thaumcraft crystals. Maybe I should just keep digging in one direction until they start spawning. You know, a chunk that I haven't loaded before, right? As long as I leave the cave from whence I came, you know, I wouldn't have left the island. I'd just be, you know, in a cave system somewhere. Now, if you remember when my torches almost ran out, that hasn't happened again, because now that my builder's backpack is right, you know, it's set to the right mode, I never have to worry about torches here. I mean, I could even pick additional ones up. You know, place it down, pick it up. They're not clogging my inventory either. That's my favorite, one of my favorite things from forestry. I have to admit. I mean, I use most of the things from forestry, but that's one of my favorites. I have to say though, I am very, very disappointed that there are no bees on this island. I mean, could the random number generator have been a bit kinder, you know? Yes, it could have. Yes, it could have. It could have put a beehive on the island. Even just Meadows bee would have been enough, alright? It would have significantly, you know, changed the balance of power. I'd be able to get some BuildCraft waterproof piping in here, alright? Without having to try and get it the long way around, which I'll probably have in another episode or two. But you know, you get some wax, you turn it into pipe waterproofing. There's that, but I can't do that because there are no bees. So it's a shame. Yes, it's a shame. And look, this lap pack is gone. It's gone. So let's switch. You know what? Maybe I should do 2 mining lasers. One of them on horizontal mode and one of them on low focus. What do you think about that? That's just a little too much? Oh, that is a big slime. And he sees me. Look at that slime. I bet he'd do a ton of damage. What? Half a heart. Oh, that's a whole heart. You suck, slime. Alright. Little guys. Little guys. Slimies. They are so cute. Yeah, see, that's a cool slime radar. That's kind of cool. So let's just pick up these resources I can see here. Because I'm not too thrilled about leaving stuff just lying around, you know? I mean, what if the creeper should come along and say, "That's a nice iron ore you've got there." You know, talking to the world like they generally do. Because creepers tend to talk to the world, you know, they're very nature-oriented, you know. There's a whole movement in I think in the 60s called the creeper movement. Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very slow movement. You know, their creed was like peace, love, and explosions, I think. Alright, you guys are getting down. Give me that. Alright, you're asking for it. Evertide amulet. Go. That's right. Don't know why it lets me fly underwater. By all rights, it really should not. But, you know, who cares? I'm going to have tons of copper, and I don't know... I'm going to have to hold off on charging these lap packs right away, because I'm probably going to use most of the energy to, you know, smelt all this stuff. I mean, I suppose technically I could replace the, you know, IndustrialCraft macerating and smelting system with just one red matter furnace, which is, at this point, you know, with all the EMC I've got stocked up, a trifling matter, but, you know, I don't know. I like the industrialness, you know. Industrosity, as I believe is the dictionary term. I left rubies up here. Why did I do that? Did you guys see those and not tell me? How could you? What do you mean this filmed ahead of time? Well, at least I know, you know, personally, I can't help but watch a TV show and then just, you know, somebody will be doing something that they clearly should not be doing. I said, you should not do that. Do not. And they do it anyway. I'm like, you're an idiot. And then they just, you know, they don't answer back. It's just a thing, you know. You know, I'm a little lazy here. Let's go ahead and long range. Give me that. 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 Oh, I broke it. That was a good use of EU there. Oh no, it's that weird glitch where you're... this is a weird glitch I've experienced before, and it just... You're just here, and then, you know, you can't get out of the block. You're this, and I don't know why that happens. But if you, like, uncrouch, try to climb something, see if it does it. Alright, 2 blocks. Climb. No, it didn't. Okay, just shift. Crouch. There you go. That'll get you out of there. I don't know, something to do with water and falling. I don't know 100% of the time. It might have to do with the amulet. I just don't think these mods were meant to work together, and I'm trying to force them to be, you know, congenial to each other, and they're just not, you know? They want nothing more than to rip out each other's spleens, and I'm trying to get them to play nice, alright? Oh look, the monster sound again. Guys, I'm just here for the coal. You just keep splooshing, okay? Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Yeah. Like I said, you guys are rude. You need some etiquette lessons. Seriously, that's not cool. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You guys will never learn. The only thing worse than a zombie is a wet zombie, okay? You would do well to remember that. I've got a bit of energy left and a bit of space left. I say, let's just go nuts. Why not? Let's do a scatter shot. That's right. Oh, that had consequences. We're too high up. Let's go lower. You know what they need to make? They need to make like a specialty divining rod that you could just put in a piece of ore, or shoot, any type of item or block, and anything with that block ID in the world, you know, it'll just, you know, it'll suss out, kinda. Maybe you can make it like a dual inventory thing, where there's like one spot for the item block, and then there's one spot for a, you know, like a Klein star, you know, it's kinda like the Mercurial Eye. Let's do one of these. Long range, shoot it down. Right? And, jetpack. Why is there all this gravel? Who invented gravel? Who thought that would be funny? Hey guys, let's make a block that when you mine it, it falls on your face. That's great. Yeah, that's right. It gets right in the way of mining. Why did they think that would be okay? Why? Of course, while we're on the subject of weird Minecraft things, I mean, what kind of hallucinogenics were they under the effects of that they thought of the creeper? Guys, I got it. It'll be green, look very phallic in nature, and explode when it gets next to you. What's it? Who thought of that? I don't think that's appropriate. Oh, Nikolite. I have not been picking up Nikolite because I've been too high up. See, this Nikolite can't go in my backpack. Ooh! Holy crap! That was loud. Okay, this Nikolite can't go in my backpack, though. Unless I, like, tell it to in a config, and I didn't feel it was that advantageous, honestly. Because, I mean, it's filling up with other stuff anyway. What's the point? Now, there's a reputed slime chunk over here, so I might run into more slimes. I swear, it came down here the other day, and it just jumped on my face. I said, what? This way, he just spawned right on my face. There's still lava here? Oh, man! There's still an area here that I did not... Good lord! Stop doing that! Oh, that's loud and freaky. I swear, this is the first game that I've actually had it thunder so often. I mean, I would estimate it thunders about 15% of the time. Not just rains, thunders. Some gold here. That's great. I really should mine at gold levels. Could use more gold, too. I used a decent amount of gold to make all those logistics pipes, right? Okay, maybe I'm wrong, Sky. Sky does not agree with me in this series. I don't know why. Remember when I said the Sky was angry that particular day? It's angry every day! What did I do, man? Maybe I should offer it, like, diamonds or firstborns as an act of contrition. Okay, that made it even angrier. I don't really have firstborn, so maybe it knows that. I don't have animals yet, you know? Offer it cattle, but I don't have any. Is it that you don't like cattle, or is it that you just don't like me? Because I don't know what the deal is, because you are always doing that. Hey, look at this. Cavern. There's so much adventure so close. It's crazy. If you just open your eyes, and you could see all the different ways you could die. You know, I guess that's adventure. No, that's not adventure. That's lame venture. That'd be a good company name. Lame venture is a joint venture. Oh my gosh, the Thom Slime. Thom Slime, you little jerk. I hate you and your kind. We've got a tiny bit left in our lap pack. You can see we filled up all the diggers' backpacks. The miners' backpacks are pretty darn full as well. I've got a little bit left. A little bit of space, a little bit of energy left. This was a pretty good idea. But first we're going to grab this coal that I left here earlier for some dumb reason. See, because then you find coal and then you find copper. See, that's what happens. That's Minecraft in a mine shell. That's the thing about mods, you know, once you get so many ores, they all just kind of jam together. I mean, they do that occasionally in vanilla, but statistically speaking, there's generally a good amount of space in between several things other than, just because of its, you know, prolifery, the coal is a lot of times by something else. Oh, look at this, tungsten. Okay, anyway, tiny bit left in the lap pack, tiny bit left of space. We're just gonna go nuts with what we've got left. Set up to explosive. See, this would be a good time to find monsters. Okay, next time I see a monster, I'm gonna try explosive on it. But, you know, for the time being, we'll just go right here, and we'll just, Leroy Jenkins! Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, crap. Oh my god. That was more destruction than I was prepared for. Oh. Light it all up, quick. It's not all lit up. Dang. See, that was a bad idea. But I still did it. Well, because last time it worked out relatively well for me. And you know I'm going to do that again. It's just, look at all this junk. Of course, I wonder how many diamonds I just blew up. Oh no. Alright, so I'm just going to grab this junk and I'm going to head immediately home. Well, you know, there's no use in having this thing attached anymore. Let's just go jet back. It's one way to mine. I'm going to head back now. That was a lot of fun. I don't think I've had that much fun mining in a while. I found a ladder. Thank you, waypoint. Turn you off. And up we go. When you climb like that, it makes it look like you're flying. Up and away, my beautiful machination. Alright, so final counts. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch out the divining rod for my wrench. Get some of my tools back out here. I'm gonna recharge the dry vac. See, there's a glitch. It recharges super quickly. The drill. The laser. I'm actually gonna go to sleep because I have a feeling I'm gonna need the solar generation to be going. Now, here's something interesting about the jetpack. You can go as high as you want, and as long as you tap it before you hit, you only take damage from where you tap it. You see? That would have done a crazy amount of damage. See, this is kill height right here. Let's see, look at that. I just tapped it once part way up. See, look at that. It's just a tiny bit of damage. It's kind of weird to go up that high and then hear a crunch, not followed by immediate, painful, dismembering death. But, you know, that's just my opinion. First, I'm going to dump off the cobble, because this stuff's going to go get converted into obsidian. This gravel, I actually already have a great deal of gravel, and I don't have much use. I have 406 gravel, and that's just a lot. I'm just going to, you know, stick it in there. Now that I think about it, there are a good amount of random monster drops that I found, so let's pull these out. Alright, I've got string, bones, ink sacs, zombie brain, and a distorted skull. I don't have one of those yet. Gunpowder, slime ball, mushrooms, iron helmet. Let's just EMC it up. I'm gonna stick the nickelite in here to get taken out. The tungsten ore, which will get directly turned into diamonds. Now the fun part, the backpacks. We've got tons of ore, coal, copper, iron, tin. Oh, look at this. At least one stack of iron. Look at all this junk. Look at it all. Another stack of iron. Almost 2 stacks of iron, several stacks of copper, some gold in here. I'm looking through, not a single diamond. The only diamonds I have are from the tungsten. So we've got a decent amount. I get rid of the gravel, dirt. I don't need that in I don't need the dirt and the sand clogging up my system. So we'll just throw that into here. But all the rest of these, I can just boom, 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 boom. I mean, come on, look at that. All that junk. And it's gonna sort it. Of course, the zombie brain and skull's gonna go into my temp thumb chest. And I could put my backpacks back in here. Alright, what do we have here? We've got the tin and copper. It's smelting up here. This is gonna take a while. And there goes the coal on to be converted to Mobius fuel. Oh, that's cool. See, this is something new it's doing. Generally, I went back into the machine. Oh, you know what's going on? There's just too much junk in there for it to do that. So what's gonna happen is this is just gonna bounce around in here forever until it can go in. Although it's not going in piece by piece. God bless Red Power, because, you know, items don't just randomly disappear from the tubes. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to make the resource counting itself part of the actual series. So, thank you for watching this mining special. And please stay tuned for the rest of the series. If you like this video, like it, maybe even subscribe. Gives me a little encouragement, you know. I derive sustenance from the acknowledgement of others. I believe a potent axiom from the modern age is also, this guy runs on props. So, you know, leave them. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I expect to see you back for episode 15. Take care. Leroy Jenkins! Oh, ow, 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 ow.